The heat is on, but for some, the power is not.
Yep. Sally Mack is live in Spring this morning with the fire department there because carbon monoxide incidents are on the rise, and you actually have some important safety tips to share as well.
Oh, yes. Delana, Melissa, we thought it would be helpful to come here to the Spring Fire Department and talk to the people who were on the ground responding to these hundreds of calls over the past week so that we can all learn and do, a better job next time. So I'm going to talk here first to Chief Churchill about the calls related to carbon monoxide and generators. What were you seeing?
Yeah, so we were seeing in the area hundreds of calls for carbon monoxide, most of them related to generator use, people running the generators in their homes, garages, and too close to their homes.
Yeah, so when you say too close to their homes, a lot of people had the generators outside like we know to do, and we thought we were doing everything right. We're going to pull up a picture of where my generator is. I showed it to you earlier. What stood out to you where my generator was located?
Yeah, so some of the things you're doing really well is it looks like you have it professionally connected by a licensed professional into your gas and your electrical system, and so that's great. If you're going to do that, make sure somebody who is licensed and knows what they're doing does that for you. You have the exhaust pointed away from the home, and you're free from flammable material near the generator. What you need to do is take that further away. We want you at least 20 feet if possible, so that no matter what the wind's doing, that CO never makes its way into your home.
Because what happened is the air was still a lot of times, and when it was days and days on end that we were running it, it was just collecting there, and it can even seep in through the bricks.
It can seep in through the weep holes at the bottom of the bricks, through the window cracks, and through your eaves.
Wow, that is really scary to think about. So you have an example here of not only a generator, but an extension cord. This is what you want everybody to get for the next storm.
Yes, ma'am. One of the things that we found is a lot of people didn't have an extension cord long enough to get to where they needed their power, and so they were having to run their generators too close to their homes. So we really want to encourage everybody to get an extension cord that's long enough to get that 20-foot distance between your home and your generator.
Very good. All right, I want to come over here and talk to Alex. He is the Community Risk Reduction Director at the Spring Fire Department. You also have carbon monoxide alarms here on the table. Super important.
Yes, extremely important. Anytime you're going to be running a generator, make sure you have one of these alarms. Have multiple if you can, but at least one is going to be great. And put it nearby where the generator is being run. You know, if it's outside of the garage, put it near that entryway. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. And that is important to note. I mean, you can never have too many in your home, right?
Yeah, just make sure you at least have one for the next storm.
All right. You want people to also take a look around their property at their trees.
Yes. Yeah, so what we saw during Beryl was a lot of down trees. The down trees were hitting houses, hitting fences. So before the next storm hits, right, look up, take a look around your property. If you have diseased trees or trees that are looking like they're not healthy, take care of them. Use a licensed professional arborist, make sure they can get up there, they can take down the dead limbs, but make sure you're taking care of these things before the next storm hits.
We do not want a tree falling on a house again. And I want to circle back with Chief Churchill for just one final question here, Chief, about generator fires, because you also responded to those. What was the cause of those? Do we know?
It's very hard to tell what caused the generator fire because it's going to be all burned up. But what we really encourage people to do is make sure your generator is completely well maintained by a professional. That's your air filter, your oil changes. You're not running it in the rain or getting it wet unless it's the type of generator that the manufacturer says you can. And also that you're not overloading it. Those are some of the common causes of generator fires. So the most important thing is to keep it well maintained before the next storm.
All right. Very good information. And guys, this is not just related to portable generators. They were responding to whole home generators as well. So check those whole home generators and see where your exhaust is pointing. You may need to call the contractor to come back out and see if there's any way to shift it a little bit. We'll send it back to you.
We reported on so many incidents between carbon monoxide, people just losing their power and passing away.
Devastating. And I'm thankful you brought up the home ones too, Sally, because I feel like people take it for granted and assume that it's all exactly how it's supposed to be. So thank you for that tip. Appreciate you being out there.